tertiary level, this opportunity is going to be offered. We're also looking at how do we ensure that we don't wait till they get to the university to talk about can you change your minds, but how do we ensure that TVET offers an opportunity of a lifetime to the young ones when they hit high school. And by the time they get to high school, it might be too late. Because we as a nation have created a system that we call junior high. 1987 education reform dismantled what used to be a pathway, a bifurcated pathway, a dual pathway, where you could go through the middle school system and skip to secondary, or you can go from primary 6 and go to secondary. We created a monster. We removed what used to be middle schools, which gave opportunity to people from disadvantaged backgrounds to catch up with the rest. So if you happen to be a well-to-do person, you go to primary 6, from there, you go straight to secondary. And then, if things are difficult for you and you don't come from that background, you have more time to catch up. And you go to middle school. You can skip middle school from 2, from 3, from 4. It ends, and then you can move on. In 1987, we said to ourselves, we no longer need 7 years of upper secondary. To hell with middle school, gone. And then we borrowed a concept from the United States of America, 3+3. But we decided that 3+3, at the lower 3, the first 3 is not something that we're going to be very concerned about. And that students will move from primary 6 to junior high school to high school. But the junior high school is going to be part of basic. So even though it's high school, we never operationalize it as high school. It's part of basic. And we also moved them into the old middle school buildings. We never looked back, but we told them that you are a junior high school student, but you're going to wear the same uniform as the primary 1 student. But you are a junior high school. You don't have science labs. You don't have computer labs, but you are a junior high school. So by the time you move on from there to the through high school, you don't have the requisite skills to compete with the rest of the world. Nana Addo Akufo-Addo believes that something needs to be done about the weak middle. The weak middle, which happens to be the junior high school. I think the weakest link in our education system is the junior high school. Because others will go to the junior high school and do quality secondary work. They do biology, they do chemistry, they do physics, they have computer labs. So if you meet those students at Wesley Girls, they are ahead of the curve. And they are going to do much better than you. So the disadvantaged kids who used to have the middle school as a buffer to catch up with the rest, when the middle school was taken away, we did not also replace that with quality junior high school. And the president believes strongly that in order to reduce inequities in society, we have to provide similar opportunities for all. Therefore, we have junior high schools that are under construction now, and the facilities in there will be just like high schools. Everything that is in the high school will be there. It's a pilot program. And students who go through it will have had 3 quality years of junior high, move on to high school to do another 3 years, giving them 6 years, making them competitive, and making us compete with the rest of the world. We can't talk about robotics and all those big things when the facilities doesn't support that. I don't have a magic wand to just change everything. We don't as a nation, but we're going to start. So you hear of Accra STEM Academy, one of the finest schools that are going to be built in this country. If you can show the picture of it, I will appreciate it. Are you there? No? Okay. Yes. The one at the corner of the Accra STEM Academy. Going to be one of the finest schools in the world. From KG to senior high school. Everything that needs to be there will be there. And it's going to be a model, and we'll move on to other places around the country. Because I believe that if we want to be like Singapore, we need to do what Singaporeans are doing. It cannot be that we will say that we want to be like the rest of the world, but I'm not going to do what the rest of the world will do, but somehow we become like them. Strides are being made here. So beyond free senior high school, the president is focused and targeted on how do I create a robust education system that will stand the test of time. So whether it's about NTC, National Teaching Council, about NASIA, National School Inspection Authority, about Library Authority, every one of these agencies are looking at how can we come together and create a more robust education system for this country.